Queen takes A3 of Wesley Saw in SuperBet Romania Chess Classic 2024, round number 6. Hello, my fellow chessers. I'm gonna show to you, my fellow chessers, the chess game between Alireza Firouzja and Wesley Saw in SuperBet Romania Chess Classic 2024, round number 6. So let's begin on d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight c3, bishop b4, Nimzo Indian defense, a3. Bishop takes c3, b takes c3, b6, f3, knight c6, e4, knight a5 attacking the pawn on c4, c5, b takes c5, rook b1, c takes d4, c takes d4, c5, mistake of Wesley Saw. The best continuation on this position is h, my fellow chessers. So let's continue the game. c5, d takes c5, castles kingside, bishop f4, knight b7 attacking the pawn on c5, queen d4, rook e8. Why Wesley Saw didn't move the queen a5, my fellow chessers? Example, queen a5, after queen a5, queen b4, queen takes c5, queen takes c5, knight takes c5, and we have bishop d6, as you can see, for my fellow chessers, attacking the rook on f8 at the same time attacking the knight on c5. So let's continue the game, the real game. Queen d4, rook e8, knight e2, queen a5, knight c3, a6, my fellow chessers. Why Wesley Saw didn't take the pawn on c5? Example, if knight takes c5, we have rook b5, as you can see, double attack fork. So correct my term, okay, my fellow chessers. So let's continue the game. a6, that's why a6, preventing the rook on b5. Bishop e3, defending the pawn on c5. Queen takes a3, mistake of Wesley Saw. The best continuation on this position is d6. Ooh, d6. d6. So let's continue the game, real game. Queen takes a3, e5 attacking the knight on f6, knight d5, knight takes d5, e takes d5, king f2 to defend the bishop on e3, my fellow chessers. Knight d8, to go knight c6, knight e6. So let's continue the game. Queen g5, queen takes d5, bishop b7, mistake. The best continuation in this position is knight c6, my fellow chessers, as you can see the evaluation bar. If bishop b7, bishop b7, rook takes b7, knight takes d7, queen takes d7, Alireza Firouzja exchange the one rook to two minor pieces, my fellow chessers. Okay, so let's continue the game. Rook b d8, rook a b8, queen d5, queen a2, queen b2, check, bishop is e2, rook takes e5, queen d4, a5, mistake. The best continuation on this position is queen takes d4, queen takes d4, and then bishop takes d4. That's the best continuation. But let's see the real game. a5, rook b1, my fellow chessers, sacrificing the rook. Queen takes b1, queen takes e5, king h8, bishop d4, threatening checkmate on g7 squares, my fellow chessers. f6, queen d6, queen b7, Bishop takes f6, brilliant again of Alireza Firouzja. Rook e8, what if you takes? Example, g takes f6, so we have queen takes f6, king g8, and we have bishop c4, g5, c takes d6. We have the solution, queen f7 to not checkmate. Correct my term, okay, my fellow chessers, okay? Thank you. So let's continue the real game. Rook e8, bishop c3, Wesley resigns the game. Why? As you can see, the evaluation bar there is decisive advantage for white. Correct my term if I'm wrong, my fellow chessers. Standing for round number 6.